Now, you sitting there and seeing Kevin Derry rattling on a free kick, banging on a half volley from 30 yards, Kieran Martin thumping one in and then rounding the keeper. Did you want to be part of that, and how actually was the feat to get for you to have part of this occasion?
Well, since the boys, everything hitting was going on, I was going, if I get on hit one, it's more likely going to go on. So I was kind of really itching to get into the action.
And when you eventually did get the chance, didn't take you long to get warmed up?
No, it did not. It was the adrenaline was going after seeing the goals and being up and down off the bench after the goals been going on. So I was ready for the action, all right.
And from the point of view of, like, Derry's a relatively young team, relatively local team. What did it mean to actually have performed like that in front of fantastic travel and support?
Well, this is it. I think the travel and support was so good that we really, and as I said, the boys know the majority of the fans, and they just wanted to put on a show, and I think they were more delighted for the fans than anything to have put on a show like that, and to get a result like 5-1 away from home was fantastic.
Now, from a personal point of view, you wanted, obviously you were battling for your place in the starting lineup and so on and so forth. That came back at Brandywell, the second leg. What do you remember that night?
I remember obviously the fans were at their usual high, and they were fantastic. I remember coming out on the pitch and just basically saying, I remember Stephen saying, just go and enjoy it, and thankfully I did, and we got a good result as well.
And what do you remember of the goals that night, and what do you remember of your own performance?
I remember the goals. Ken O'Man, I remember got a goal, and I think it was brought it a 2-2 draw, and then the keeper made a good save from my shot, which I thought was going on. So, but it was a great night now.
And from the point of view of Ken O'Man's goal at the showgrounds end here, how would that goal have compared with the likes of Kevin Derry's and Gretna?
Well, it was slightly different now, but they all count once they hit the onion bag.
Now, after that, obviously there was a momentum in Derry City at the time. And what did you think then when you drew PSG? Was it a dream that basically it was a dream to get such a team, or did you feel it'd be nicer to get somebody that we could have coped with and possibly made the group stages?
To be honest, I was kind of slightly disappointed whenever we drew PSG. There was a few other teams in there that we would happily travel to and fancy their chances again, like we did with Gretna. But it wasn't to be, and we still fancied. PSG weren't doing well. They were something like 15th in the league at the time, and we were basically just looking to get at it and going again after sampling it. But we fancied our chances, to be honest, against PSG.
And from a personal point of view, obviously you're only allowed to start with 11 players on the field. How disappointing was it when Stephen named the team and you weren't on that starting 11? Like, you weren't the only one. There was 11 or 12 others who were busting to get on that. But from a personal point of view, were you disappointed, or basically did you say, listen, we're all in this together, we have to get a result?
Well, there was a few disappointed faces now looking around the change room, but again, it's like any other game. You just have to get up and get on with it. It's a team game, and you have to just get behind the lads in your possession and just get the best out of them for that night. So we're all in it together.
And then Paris, the whole trip to Paris. What was your views of it? Basically, first of all, the trip Paris as a city.
Paris is a beautiful city, no doubt about it. But again, we were just there. We were there in business, not pleasure. So we didn't see much of it, and the hotel was beautiful, but we were there to do a job, and we 2-0 deficit was a wee bit hard to take. We thought we were better than that.
And from the point of view of the final whistle on the night, and basically looking around and marvellous stadium, the support was there again. What were your thoughts at the final whistle?
Slight disappointment, but it was the end of a great journey. The fans, seeing the fans, the way they connected with the French fans also was fantastic. And going over to them at the end of the match and just saying thanks for the support and all that there was great.
Now, a big part of the whole campaign from a player's point of view was DKTV. What is DKTV?
DKTV, it is. It's something they say. All right now, thank God. There's a few bits on it. X-rated, but it's worth watching. I have to admit, he's a some boy.
And what did it mean to the players? Was it a welcome distraction?
It was a distraction. Every time you look round, he was looking for a comment, but it was a welcome distraction. It took your mind off the game for all of 5 minutes.
And from the point of view of, like, obviously there was a lot of pranks and a lot of fun in doing it. Tell us some of the things that went on.
Oh, couldn't tell you that. Couldn't disclose that kind of information. Be bad.
And even of the lighter hearted stuff, what about, were you involved in any way in sticking pound coins to the ground, or?
Oh well, that was good crack and gritting, all right. It was they're Scottish. they didn't take that too well. They were reaching for it every 5 seconds.
But from a point of view of everything else, how will you remember looking back? Like, you've still quite a bit to go in your career, but looking back, how will you remember 2006?
But obviously the European adventure was fantastic, but I think I would like to think of it as a stepping stone to going on and getting to Europe every year and improving on it. It was great to get to the first round proper, but I feel that if we can keep these group of players together, then we can push it on from there. And obviously the 2 cups as well was fantastic.
And finally, having enjoyed Paris so much, would you consider going back there to get married?
Marriage, I think we've set a date now for the 31st of February, so I think we're going to sort that out now for Paris.
That's it.